शरणागत प्रतिपालनहारी जय जगदीश्वरी जय जगदीश्वरी जय जगदीश्वरी माता सरस्वती।
Am I audible? Not so much. Guten Morgen. Silke, can you hear me? Namaste and good morning to all of you, ladies and gentlemen. We have had a hectic time during the past 8 days, days of competition, days of cooperation among the participating teams of students. I do hope that you all have enjoyed this program since the 12th of this month, and as the curtains are coming down on the 7th International Earth Science Olympiad, I would like to welcome all of you to this award ceremony. First of all, we have Mr. Vinayak Hegde, who is the Associate Vice President of Infosys Limited. As I welcome him, I would like to tell all of you that he symbolizes Infosys. He represents Infosys for us, which has provided excellent facilities in terms of accommodation, in terms of halls, in terms of a fine environment, and in terms of our facilities. They have made our stay so comfortable. So we recognize all these facilities extended to us, and I have great pleasure in welcoming you, Mr. Vinayak Hegde. May I call upon Dr. Anish Warrior to offer a bouquet to him and welcome him to this function. Mr. Vinayak Hegde, Associate Vice President. We have in our midst Shri D.V. Pichamuthu, who is formerly the President of the Federation of Mining Industries of India. Sir, we are pleased to have you here for this function. Incidentally, he happens to be the son of a great geologist of India, Dr. Charles S. Pichamuthu, who is also a cricketer. I request Ms. Shweta Shetty, my other right hand, to welcome Shri Pichamuthu with a bouquet. Ladies and gentlemen, you know that the International Earth Science Olympiad is a flagship activity of the International Geoscience Education Organization, and this has been held since 2007 in different countries. To recognize the importance of the umbrella organization, the IGEO, I would like to welcome Dr. Silke Lavash to this award ceremony. And to do so, we have Mr. Vishwanath, research scholar in the Department of Geology, to offer a bouquet to Silke. Thank you. Friends, we are indeed honored to have a very senior person, but not so very old, young, with a fine geomorphology in Dr. R. Vaidyanathan, Professor R. Vaidyanathan, who is a senior professor and a fellow of the Geological Society of India. He has also been the editor of the Journal of the Society. Sir, we have great pleasure to have you here, and I warmly welcome you on behalf of all of us. Now, Sri Nagaraj, research scholar from the Department of Geology, will offer a bouquet to Dr. Vaidyanathan. After we are done with the 7th IESO, the scene of activity will shift to the Western Hemisphere, in the US. And perhaps, the tailors will have some sleepless nights, I hope not. But we would like to welcome Tom Taylor for this award ceremony. Tom Taylor? Yeah. I request Miss Annapurna to offer a bouquet to Tom. Tom, it's okay, she'll come to you. On behalf of the Geological Society of India, I would like to warmly welcome members of the IESO International Coordinating Team, members of the IESO Advisory Board, and officers of the Geological Society of India, Shri Sarkar, Dr. M.S. Rao, Dr. Godavari, and others. The heroes and heroines of this whole event, all the students and guest students from all the countries that have gathered here, give them a big hand to welcome them. Because the IESO is for you. Without you, there is no IESO. Okay. And then I would like to welcome the mentors and observers who have taken the pains to organize the teams and bring them here to India. A warm welcome to all of you. The Department of Geology in particular and a few other departments of Mysore University have been a pillar of strength to us in organizing this event. I would like to welcome all the faculty members of the Department of Earth Science, Mysore University, to this function. I also invite Mr. Yita Chen from the Taipei India Cooperation Council from New Delhi, who is with us here to witness the awards function. A warm welcome to you. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome all of you, all the invitees for this function. Thank you very much.
Juan D. Centeno from Spain, Gerard Bonhoul from France, Yossi Gudovich from Israel, Tom Taylor from USA, Yoshio Kumano, Japan, Yuan from Malawi, Yunus from Bangladesh, Larissa from Brazil, Ibrahim from Kuwait, Evgeny from Russia, T.C. Liu from Taiwan, and Professor Basul Bingu from India. And with the students, we have Metin from Thailand, Mohammed from Sri Lanka, Marco from Italy, Lakshmi from Cambodia, Ivan from Indonesia, Dan Mercia from Romania, Sangu from South Korea, Angelina from Belarus, Kirsten from Austria, Ritesh, IESO Korean participant 2007. Organizing an event like IESO is a challenging task. We believe that you enjoyed the different activities and the culture of India in spite of a few hitches and blocks. Before the curtains come down, we want the mentors, observers and the students from the participating teams to give us a feedback on the event. Each one may take about 3 minutes. The first that we're going to have on the stage is Joan from Spain. Please, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming here. And the first surprise I was going to talk at this moment. That has an advantage. That's the advantage of sincerity and improvisation. I've spent 10 days with you in a very special situation. I always say that a student of geology in my university are different to any other kind of students in my university. Students in medicine or literature or whatever, they don't spend days and days in the field suffering together the storms and the sun and climbing mountains. And so by the end of their degrees, the geology students are a very special family. That's the feeling I have in this IESO. The Spanish team joined the IESO 2 years ago in Italy. I've been fortunate being member of the team for the 3 times, in the 3 occasions. And I feel a member of a new family here. So thank you for accepting us. And please keep working, making possible such a special, complicated, but at the same time marvelous event. In this occasion, please, thank you. I want to thank the Indian organization for such a wonderful experience, and all the Indian volunteers and students that have been like new friends in just a few minutes after we met. Thank you.
Hello. The third year that France is involved in the IESOs, and we see constant evolution. This year especially has been a great step forward. Multiple correct answers being introduced in the practical test. The limits, the strict limits between the different spheres being at last broken in the written test. Real geological objects have been the base for in practical test and ITFI. Not forgetting concepts. I think all this is a great work, and the test commission will go on thinking all the year long to find ways and make propositions to go either further. The second point I wanted to say was, it's a kind of miracle in the IESOs. In the morning, I said Professor Shankar to go all around the world in just 5 minutes, saying Namaste, hello, good morning, Guten Morgen, bonjour, and so on. It's a model. And after that, we change from everyday life up to the future of the planet, sharing cultures, which is wonderful. Thank you very much, Professor Shankar and the team, Indian team, for taking us to the age of Indian culture by those beautiful visits and the dancing events which really touched our hearts. So, let's go on. Science teaching, and education must work together. If we teach science the proper way, with the intention beyond of mankind development, there should be no need to tell the students what the message is or what they should do. We must let them think by themselves. If properly educated, they will make their own choices for the planet. They will act and take full responsibility for their acts. I think this way of building future may be the strongest, the most reliable way in long term, and certainly the most ethic way to let them build a sustainable future. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. I'm from Israel. This is our second time in IESO, and it's my first time in India. And after spending 10 days here, I asked myself, what do I take with me back home? And I think the first thing I take with me is my impression of the Indian hospitality. In this I think that this Infosys campus is not exactly a typical Indian village, but the culture penetrates through the walls and the gates and the guards, and we really feel here the Indian atmosphere. And I really want to thank the volunteers and the scientific committee and all participants, because I think that this 10 days was the atmosphere was so good. And it's all thanks to all participants. And I think that one of the unique things in the IESO comparing to other events is the balance, the very special balance between competitive and cooperation. I think that this event is very, very cooperative, and I think, as Gerard said, we're talking about education, we're talking about earth science, and we can't focus on competition. We must find a way to cooperate, and I think we did it quite well. And since I saw IESO 2 years ago, and I participate also this year, I can see the continuous improvement, and I think we'll keep improving, and I'm sure the next one will be even more cooperative, and in 2 years it will be even more cooperative, and I'm looking forward for the next events. I must say here, I don't know if it's my position, but I must say that this event couldn't look like this without Shankar, a very unique person. I think in a way Shankar inspires many people here. The way he always smiles, always looks the same, doesn't matter what time is it in the day, always have the good answers. So I think really Shankar, I want to thank you very much in the name of all participants. Thank you.
Sorry, may I put it? May I? I will. Sorry. On behalf of International Earth Science Olympiad and IGE, Geological Society of India, Ministry of Earth Science, Government of India, and Infosys, and Professor Shankar, and all of the organizing committee members, and then all of the volunteer students. I'd like to express my sincere thanks to all of you. Thank you very much. We have been having an unforgettable memories at the 7th IESO conference in India. Okay. Students from Japan. In all of the countries, students from all of the countries attending 7th IESO, and then that are mentors and then observers. All of us learned many things, including the Indian philosophy and religion, connected our spaceship years. As you know, huge earthquake and then tsunami hit Japan on the date of 3/11, and followingly, we had the nuclear plant accident at Fukushima.
Now in Japan, we have many issues, which we need lots of help from other countries. And we have been having so many great helps from all over the countries. Thank you very much. We need intelligent people who possesses our science literacy as much as we can. People who get together here, we can change the world much better than now. Let us help each other and let us go forward. Let us create better world with our system. Thank you very much.
This has been an amazing adventure. I'd like to try an experiment. I'd like all of you please to look around the room and find someone from another country that you consider to be a friend. And please point at them. Right now, just look around the room and find someone from another country and point at them. And I see so many of you that I've seen as friends. All of you, students, please. Just find someone from another country and point at them. You are my friend. Tell them, you are my friend. I will not forget you. This is the power of the IESO. That all of you share the language of earth science. And when you leave here, you will go out. For the students that are here, I look at students that have been here for the last 7 years, all over the world, starting with Korea. They're still in touch with each other on Facebook. When they travel, they communicate about issues that are important to them. This is highly unusual. All of you now have friends in other countries. To Infosys, thank you so much for hosting. And the Infosys has allowed us to do this in a way that is affordable for many of the countries. And I'm very glad that some countries received assistance to come here that otherwise could not afford to do so. The real challenge is there are many countries that are missing. My hope next year is that we can find support for the countries that do not have a voice at the international table, and communities that do not have a voice at the international table. So I ask all of you, how do we increase people that are not represented here? And how do we reach out to countries that need financial support, but nonetheless want to be here? And that is critical. The issues, as my colleague from Japan said, the issues that face us after the accident of Fukushima is a wake-up call that the issues that face us in earth science cannot be solved by any one country acting alone. And now all of you share the language of earth science and share the language of friendship. And with that, please work with us as we go forward. And next year, I hope to see many, many more countries and many, many more communities. Thank you, India, for hosting this spectacular event. Thank you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed, participants to this memorable occasion in India, good morning. Let me start by saying IESO has united the device of all races across the continents. We have all the continents here. Please join me, clap hands in congratulating the IESO Secretariat and the host country, India, for wonderful organization. Can we please clap hands? On behalf of Africa presentation, Nigeria, and indeed on my own behalf from Malawi, the home heart of Africa, I'm delighted to represent my country, Africa, in general, on this wonderful, delighted, and auspicious moment. My dear participants, I want to pay particular attention to the theme of this year as we go back to our respective countries. Government dignitaries present here, development partners and sponsors, I advocate for the increased resources to International Geoscience Organization, whose positive outcomes we witnessed during our stay here. Let me also take this opportunity to thank the host country, GIA, Geological Society of India, and Infosys for sparing your time to support us with the logistics on this occasion. Please, special clapping hands should also go to Professor Shankar, please. We really appreciate your coming on time, and we will live to remember beautiful India and your hospitality. Let me also thank all organizations represented here for realizing the importance of this IESO and for planning to attend. Just to mention a few, we have Ministry of Earth Sciences, Geological Society of India, University of Mysore, and the Infosys. Together, we can do more for our children, as it is notably known that the Earth is indeed a family, which is what IGAO has been striving to achieve. The integration of the Earth in subsystem in the school curricula, which we cannot afford to leave other continents behind in earth sciences, more particularly Africa. That is conspicuously in need of the support of all the IESO family. With these few remarks, it is hard to say goodbye. Therefore, I will say we are anxious to meet again in the United States of America, in the city of Vernon, as Tom said. And Tom and Elizabeth said, I'm sorry, Tom. Finally, I thank you all for your attention. Africa has a friend indeed in the IESO family. Thank you.
Being a student of geology, I'm really feeling very happy to be here with all of you across different countries. Ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you here and very good morning to all of you. Yes, this is Bangladesh. Actually, this is our first time we are participating in this type of Olympiad for art sciences, and I really express our sincere thanks and gratefulness to the host country India, especially the organizations involved in hosting this type of excellent and unforgettable events here in Mysore city. Special thanks to Professor Shankar for inviting us and letting our registration fees waived. I really express my sincere thanks and gratitude to him. Ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is the first time we are here, and let's hope we will meet again. Since the Bangladesh is an underdeveloping country, and you know, being the students of art science or geology, we are facing a lot of environmental issues, causing a lot of problems in our daily life, especially in the coastal belts of Bangladesh. So with the meeting these sorts of conference or the Olympiad, whatever it be, let us discuss about the arts environment that we are going to face in the near future, so that we can aware and get much knowledgeable about this vulnerable earth in future. If we are not conscious about our consumption of our limited resources, let us consider all these sorts of things in our future meetings, and I hope we will build our earth a livable one. So I would like to thank you, all of you, especially the Indian different organizations, for hosting this type of Art Science Olympiad, and thank you all. Thank you.
Good morning to all of you. It's such an honor to be asked to give a feedback of this amazing Olympiad. Our country, Brazil, it's known for many things, and one of those things is that our economy is based on agriculture. So we are indeed earth lovers. Although I don't master none of the fields IESO covers, I have to say that this experience has been the most breathtaking and educational I've ever had. Meeting people so wonderful as you, it's an honor, especially because you are concerned not only about us as humans, but also our environment that will be here for our future generations. I just want to say thank you to all IESO team, but especially to the Geological Society of India for organizing this amazing event. It's been a pleasure spending these 10 days at this incredible India, and I hope we meet again in the USA next year. Thank you.
Good morning, all of you. It's a pleasure to be involved with this combination and that our students participate with us to meet a goal for him. It is to highlight the importance of earth sciences in order to work to maintain and ensure for themselves and future generations a planet fit for life and are able to give more for them. We would like to thank all those involved in this contest, led by Professor Schenkers for great efforts and excellent organization for this event, and wish them continued success, and we hope to meet all of you again. Thank you.
You know that Russia could be the country for IESO 2015. But in this conference, I obtained one of the new big problems, because today I cannot understand how to do better or the same level as von Karl his team did. Our best wishes for him again. I think that we need to send best wishes for Professor Son from South Korea, who was one of the fathers of our Olympiad. 2015 not suffer on this day, we are doing now not first activities for this in this way. In the end of September, 2 last days in Moscow, there will be Council of Russian Geological Society, and we will discuss our steps in the way of IESO 15. What can I say for you? We choose a good place for Olympiad. It is 30 kilometers only to the north from the border of the city. It's near very good and outstanding spots for geology, hydrology, and near camp of Russian Academy of Science for astronomy. We are on the way to organize a new foundation, especially for IESO 15. And from our Olympiad, we obtain a new experience, and I think that and hope that in 2015 we will do all for our Olympiad. And Silke Lavich, we create small idea about new activities, our activities. She thinks, and we agree, and we discussed with Dr. Kumana, possibility to exchange students, university students, to see how it's work our Olympiad, because main our zeal to prepare new university students, to help them to choose their way in the science. And maybe it will be useful and for Olympiad too.
And what's more, 2015 not far from this day, and I'm inviting you, all of you, to St. Petersburg, Russia, northwest of Russia, in 2015. Thank you very much.
Hi everyone, are you happy? Yes, sure. 7th IESO is so wonderful and successful. On behalf of Taiwan team, I would express my sincere gratitude to Indian people and organizations for this successful event. As my friend in Taiwan heard that I'm going to visit India for 10 days in IESO, they made lots of suggestions. Like, you got to bring this for one reason and bring another thing for the other reason. For example, my travel agent in Taipei airport passed 10 kilograms of water to me, even though I have 20 kilograms luggage already. So I carry 30 kilograms over here. And surprisingly, in info system, Happy Land, I would say, we don't need those water. Lots of water around, bottled water around, delicious food, and hospitality. We have a wonderful life here. So now it's my problem. I need to handle my luggages. It would not be a surprise to you if I pass one bottle to you and say, please help me to drink it. Yeah. We are proud to be a part of IESO family. I will bring this back to Taiwan and pass it to Taiwanese. Thank you so much.
Good morning, distinguished guests in the front row, the participants, the mentors, students from Earth Science community of the world. Here, I am standing before you, the Professor of Earth Science, Department of Earth Science, University of Mysore. I am here all these days with you to cooperate with the Geological Society of India in organizing this mega event, 7th IESO 2013. All these 10 days, I could see an excellent coordination among the three pillars of the society: the Foreign Secretary, Professor Shankar, the Secretaries of Geological Society of India, Professor Sri R.H. Saukar, Dr. K.S. Godavari, and also some of the members of the Geological Society, M.S. Rao and Professor R. Vaidyanathan. They have been here striving hard in cooperation with the scientific committee members who are also spent sleepless nights in making this event a grand success. I am happy to note that some of the speakers who have expressed there's a lot of improvement in the IESO organizations from 1st to 7th. It gives me a great relief that the Mysore city, especially the scenic beauty of the Infosys campus and the support extended by University of Mysore is not gone a waste. So it's an amazing effort by all of us. First of all, we should thank the Infosys chairs for providing this excellent facility. For providing this excellent facility for this, Sri R.S. Saukar has made special efforts to do. Otherwise, it would have been very difficult to organize such kind of an event in Mysore in any other campus. Thank you very much, sir. On behalf of the organization. And also, though for the last 11 days, you may be seeing the event is going on very smoothly. All of the university volunteers, faculty members are involved here and there. Society was kind enough to recognize their efforts, at least by orally, and on several occasions. Thank you very much, sir. I also express my sincere thanks to university authorities for giving us an opportunity and permitting us and allowing us to take part in this event. And also I express my sincere thanks to our chairman for allowing all the volunteers and students to take part in this event. Thank you very much for one and all. Thank you.
Good morning, every honorable guest. It was a great honor for me and for Thailand to participate in this wonderful event. And I am pretty sure that everyone here have a great moment in Infosys. For this international competition, we have accumulated many knowledge for geosphere, hydrosphere, atmosphere, and also biosphere. But more importantly, we have a chance to engage and to interact with the international student, with the student from other countries around the world, and especially the one who have the same interest with us, the one who think that earth science, who have the same interest with us, which is earth science. And also, I would like to announce that Thailand will have a chance to host an international competition in the next 2 years, which is international mathematics competition. Even if it is not earth science, I'm pretty sure that everyone sitting in here have a potential, are the talented student to be able to participate in this international competition. And I would like to invite you all to participate in the international competition that we will host in the next 2 years. I would also like to thank you, all of you, to thank you, the IESO, the Geological Society of India, every participant, every teachers and mentors, every observers, and also the organizing committees, and last but not least, every volunteers for making this tournament, for making every moment in this tournament extremely memorable for all of us. Thank you very much.
Assembled dignitaries, mentors and observers from different countries, and my friends from all over the world, and last but never the least, though most of them are not openly present, I see here, the volunteers, I'd like to wish all of you a very good morning. When we, the Sri Lankan team, came to the 7th International Earth Science Olympiad, we came here with a lot of expectations, naturally in the form of competition, but also in the form of there is a good stay here in India. And I'm extremely pleased to say on behalf of the Sri Lankan team that our stay here has been wonderful, and I feel that 10 days is almost too short a time to stay among such wonderful and admirable people. And if I speak about my experience here, that is, of course, we meet people from different countries, and that is the power of the IESO. For example, like when I first came here, I didn't know most of the people, I only knew the people in my team. Now I can't walk for 2 minutes or so without saying hello to somebody from another country. And that is the brotherhood and the relationships and the interaction that is fostered in the IESO is extremely admirable. And of course, I'd like to thank Mr. Shankar and his team for making this event a great success. Can I request a big hand from the audience? Mr. Shankar and his team. I hope that the audience has not got tired of clapping already because the awards haven't even started. And if we speak about the purpose of the International Earth Science Olympiad, you know, the Earth is facing many problems today, and I believe there's still only minor problems. Of course, they are getting more serious by the minute. Just like the gentle tremors at the edge of the web remind us of the spider within, we know that the Earth is going to face some problems in the future. And the purpose of the IESO is to find intelligent solutions and to build future Earth scientists who will provide the Earth a good solution, that is solutions to the problems that are with humankind. And speaking about spiders, I've got personally nothing against spiders. That was just a figure of speech. Okay, and finally, on behalf of our team, I'd like to thank each and everyone here, and starting from the International Geoscience Education Organization, Dr. Shankar and his team, and all the mentors and observers and the students from different countries for being so friendly with us, and finally, the volunteers who made every moment a moment to cherish. And though we might go back home, that is, with empty hands in the terms of medals, we might or we might not. But I assure all of you that we will be full of memories to be cherished from our stay here in India. Thank you, everybody.
Good morning to everyone. What can I say about this experience? The only thing I can say is that it was a fantastic experience. It was incredible to see everyone, every student from different countries working together with the others, forgetting the borders and the different cultures. For me, it's an honor to stay there in this wonderful place at Infosys campus. I want to thank everyone who have made this dream come true. Firstly, Mr. Shankar and all the International Geoscience Organization, the Geological Society of India, and the Government of India. I hope that everyone there will have had a wonderful time, because it was an incredible experience. Thank you to everyone to have made this dream come true. Thank you.
Now can I have some...
Good morning, all committees and subcommittees, and all mentors and observers, students who have participated in this 7th IESO event. It is an honor for Cambodian team as well as Cambodia, to join the 7th IESO held here in Mysore, India. We have improved our experience and made new friends. We have interacted with other friends, shared cultures and experience for all the countries who have participated here. IESO helped us a lot by making us being brave, hardworking, and it was challenging. And actually, earth science is a really pretty new subject in Cambodia. So, Cambodian team, we would like to participate in this IESO event to gain more knowledge, experience, so that we can share everything we learned back to Cambodia, to all students who are studying in Cambodia. And Infosys campus is a really good place, and we Cambodian team like it. It provides us a really good facilities. And last but not least, we would like to thank Dr. Shankar, his college, who have helped us for what we need. And also, thank you to our mentor, Mr. Sarat Mom, the one who provided us a chance to join in this IESO event, and who have cheered us up and gave us the break, who encouraged us to do this, participate in this event. And we would like to thank everybody, students, mentors, observers, who I and my friends have interacted and shared experience in this 10 days in Mysore, India. Thank you very much.